All right, we're gonna get started. So thank you for your patience. So in the protocol, you probably noticed that I had exercises with this. If you received the protocol beforehand, if not, I'll send it after. So what I'm looking for next class, not today, is when I say long TheraBand, this is what that is. And when I say loop TheraBand, this is the loop TheraBand. And you can always make it into kind of like a knot, the little one, but it is ideal if we have this, because we are going to be incorporating in the next protocol some strength exercises.
Where do you get it?
I'll send that on a link. It's on Amazon. Okay.
Okay.
So let's remain muted, and then after the class, I can answer any question. Okay, so that the recording is not interrupted. When I say yoga block, this is what that is, but you can always use a towel or a book or something like that. All right. All right, so finding a comfortable seated position, sitting upright, close your eyes, and then just find your breath. Find your breath, close your eyes, find the breath. Tune in to the present moment. With every exhale, letting go of tension, letting go whatever doesn't feel like you need. If you're coming in, remember, turn on your camera. Cameras need to be on. Continue to focus on your breath. Keep your eyes closed. Let the attention shift inward. And begin to allow the breath to deepen.
I cannot hear you.
I can't hear you either.
Thank you. I got it. Thank you. I don't know why it muted. It's like trying to. So I think from now on, unless people are right on time, I won't let people in because it does kind of disrupt the beginning of the class. So try to please be on time. Past 4:30, then we'll have to wait to the next class. Okay. So we go double breath in, tense the body, double breath out, let it go. Double breath in, double breath out. All right, release. Let's start warming up the body with some gentle trunk circles. And then the other direction. All right, rounding the back, coming into seated cat-cow, opening the chest. Rounding the back. Continue moving slow. Maybe you want to hold one of these movements if it feels okay in the back. And then one more time. All right, moving the arms side to side. So go side, lower, side. So we're warming up the shoulders, but also the twist kind of warms up the spine. So try to turn slightly to the back and look up towards the hand, warming up the neck too. All right, last one here, come back, and then circle the arms right here in front of the body. And then go the other direction. Very good. And then come back to center. Roll this shoulder back and this shoulder forward. Back, forward. And then switch. This one back, this one forward. So take your time. You can do them at the same time, or you can keep them kind of the same. Again, this one back, this one forward. We're alternating again. And last one, this one back, this one forward. Just a couple times. All right, very good. Now we go side to side with the arms. So extend side, as if somebody's reaching you, kind of pulling you through that side, and then to the other side. Turn the palms facing up, reach, reach, turn them facing down, reach. And then see if you can reach and alternate where one arm is up and one palm of the hand is facing down. Very good. Bring those arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, holding the ceiling with the hands. Press up like this, press up, aha. Reach over to the side, keep the arms along the ears, do a little circle, and circle the other direction. One more each side. Very nice. And then coming back to center, squeeze the shoulder blades into the back. On the next breath, bring the elbows to kind of hug around the knee. Open big. So you're rounding through the back and alternating which leg comes up. Again. And then coming back to center, squeeze the shoulders, and then press. Reach the arm down, reach the other arm up. Again, reach. Very nice. Come back, turn, bring the hands facing in, and then open and close. We're gonna switch this up, but this is the movement, and then we go one open, one closes, they both come in, out, open. And round the back. Reach the arms up again, and this time come into Cobra as we hold the chair, push that chair away, lift the chest, and then do a little bit of a circle. And the other direction. Very good. Add a twist to the spine. See if you can look back. Come back to center, turn, look over to the back. Come back to center. All right, now from here, warming up the hips with the hip circle. And the other direction. All right, to the other leg, around and around. The other way. Very good. Bounce the feet, waking the feet. And then lift the heels, lift the toes. Lift all the toes and then drop them one at a time on the floor. Again, from the end all the way in, lift them up, drop them one at a time on the floor. Bring the big toes down, lift the 8 toes up, and then alternate that. 8 toes down, big toes up. Very nice. And then come back to center. All right, sit towards the front and we go over to the side. We bring the hands to heart center and we're gonna lean slightly forward and try to make that leg nice and long. And then lean back slightly into a gentle back bend. One more time. Lean forward and then lean back. And then from there, interlace the fingers one more time and reach the arms up and overhead, opening the entire front of the body. Very good. Come back to the other side. Hands to prayer. Again, straight leg, you lean forward and you add a back bend. Lift and lower. And then one more time. And then keep that leg as straight as you can. Interlace the fingers, reach them all the way up. Coming back to center. All right, keep the legs wide. Bring the shoulder to the knee. So remember, you're going across and you're pushing with this hand away from that leg. So it gives you a little bit more of a twist and a stretch in the lower back. Shoulder to the opposite knee. Come back. All right, coming back to center, we S the spine. So we go down, we round, and we come all the way up. Round, all the way up. And coming back to center. All right, we're gonna find a little bit of a flow. So come back with the legs close together. Take a moment. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. All right, arms up. You fold all the way down or only to the knees, depending on how your back feels. Inhale, come up halfway. Push as if you're doing a push-up. So push those arms forward and then come and lift the heels, come into a seated chair. Come back to heart center. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, coming up. Push as if you're doing a push-up. Lift the heels, come forward into seated chair. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Push. Inhale, lift the toes, come up. Keep those toes up, and on the next breath, bring that knee in and round through the back. Come up. You're in tippy toes. Reach all the way up. Bring it in. Let's do that one more time each side. Bring it in. And bring it in. Very good. Hold that leg and extend it nice and long. Try to flex through the foot as you go out. Bring that leg here if you're able to do this. If not, remember, you put the foot down here instead. All right, coming forward into that stretch and going back. And then coming towards the foot and going back and going towards the knee and coming back. And then next time you come forward, just hold it. All right, releasing that leg. Again, hold the other leg. Bring it in and bring it out. Try to flex the foot as much as you can. Again, bring that leg up if you can, and we come forward. We go back to the foot, to the knee, and next time we come forward, we hold it. All right, coming back to center, release. Do a little bit of a circle with the trunk one way and then the other way. All right, so let's find that super brain gym exercises. Remember, we did it last time. That's where you bring the elbow into the knee. And this is a cardio, but I know it has coordination, so we're gonna go a little slower. Hand to the knee. And we're going to stand up. We're going to do a standing. Touching the inside of that leg. Touching the outside of the leg. And then going across. Behind your foot, behind your leg to find the opposite foot. Behind your leg to find the opposite foot. That's it. So elbow to the knee. That's 1. Hand to the knee. That's 2. Hand to the opposite leg, inside. Same leg. And behind and across. I know that one's tricky because you have to go behind your leg and go underneath your knee and find the other foot. So if you know that you need to stay seated to do this because of balance, stay seated. Otherwise, we're going to come all the way up and we're going to try that. Now, those of you that know this, right, from other times and you just, you have that, the balance to do it, you're going to go a little bit faster, right, than me. Don't wait for me. I go faster and get the cardio, right? So we go elbow to knee, hand to knee. Hand to opposite, inside, outside, and then you go behind and touch the foot. So even if you have to hold on to the chair to do that, right? It's okay. Elbow to the knee. Hand to opposite knee. Hand on the inside, outside, and then behind. Okay, so I see different speeds. Some of you are going fast, some of you are going slow. So find your pace. This is the last round, then we're going to start from the end to the beginning. All right, now we go. Foot first, behind, outside leg, that's 2. You're going backwards. So remember, each one is 1, right? We only do each one once. Again, find the opposite foot behind you. Even if they don't touch, if the balance doesn't let you touch, at least you do this. You're getting that brain connection because you're doing the opposite. So opposite foot, outside, inside across, hand to the knee, elbow to the knee. All right, let that go. We cross, we pinch the earlobe. So remember, you're going to cross the hands. The left is on the inside. You're going to pinch right on the earlobe with the thumb in the front and the index in the back. We're finding squat position. So remember what I always tell you. It's a squat. It is not a forward bend. So don't round your back. You go down and up. And the tip of the tongue is on the roof of your mouth. Very nice. Come back, take a little break. Move a little bit side to side. Loosen up. All right, take a little break. We're going to do one more. Lean over to the side, get a little stretch. Coming back to center to the other side. Bring the arms back, interlace the fingers, open the chest. All right, very good. Cross the arms again. We go down and up. Last round. Very good, good form. Straight down. And last one. Very good. Touch the shoulder, touch the hip in the back. Turn the foot, see if you can get into a rhythm. Very nice. One more, just loosening up through the back. All right. Foot is going to cross. If I need to hold, because this is unsettling, hold on to the hand, to the chair with one hand and lean over. Otherwise, both arms are going to go up And to the side you're leaning, you're grabbing below the wrist and gently pulling, right? But I want the legs crossed, even if I have to hold on to my chair. Switch the leg, lean over to the other side. Again, switch the leg, lean over. Last one. Very nice. Coming back to center. All right, let's open up a little bit through the hips. So open and close. Now throughout, if you don't need to hold on to the chair, keep your hands on the hips or one hand on the hip. And do the same thing on the other side, open and close like a door. All right, come in, sit in the figure 4 we did when we were seated. Remember, you can always do it with that foot down instead of on top of the knee. Okay, we're finding a flow with this, so watch me. You're gonna lift that knee up. If you can, you hold with the opposite hand and bring that leg back or that arm back. Otherwise, you hold on to the chair and lift that knee up. All right, so you're like this, and a twist towards the front leg. Very good. Come back to center, shake it off. Figure 4 on the other side, holding onto the chair with both hands or one. Inhale, coming back, lift that leg, grab it with the opposite hand, and then twisting back. If I'm holding on to the chair, then it's with a hand that's on the knee, obviously, because you're twisting back with this arm, like this. So you're going across with the hand. Come back. We do one more round of that. Sit on the chair. Bring it up. Twist back towards that side. If you can hold the knee, hold it. If not, hold the chair. I know holding the knee is a tricky one. Very good. Switch sides. Figure 4. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Come back up, hold the knee or the chair, and then twist to the back. Very good. And then shake it off. Shake it off. All right. Take mountain pose. Take a moment. Take a deep breath. All right. We do a sequence with chair pose. So it's a chair that comes into the tippy toes. Both hands can be in front of you if your balance is there. If not, you hold on either one hand or both. Same thing. So lift high into the tippy toes, bend the knees, come a little lower, and then come all the way up into tippy toe. Again, bend a little lower, come all the way up into tippy toe. So never letting those heels go down. Come halfway, come all the way up. All right, release the hands. Go into a down dog, press all the way back. Remember, if you're seated, you need a chair in front of you, and then you hold on to the chair as you press all the way back. Pedal the feet here to release through the back and the legs. Remember to keep the head aligned with the spine. Very good. All right, bring the left foot forward between the legs of the chair. Push that leg back. Lengthen the heel to the floor. We're going to add a twist here again. So I have this leg forward. I'm going to twist towards that side and then bring it back up and then lean over to the side. Come back to center. Twist over to the back. Bring it back. Lean over to the side. I'm going to do that one more time. Twist, up, and lean over to the side. Okay. Remember which leg you have in the front. We're going to do a down dog and then we switch. Bring it back, the other leg forward. Again, lengthen the back heel to the floor. Take your time here. Again, we go back, reach up and lean over. Come back to center and lean. So it's a flow, moving with breath. Again, we find that downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna practice that breathing technique right here in down dog. So I'm gonna pump my stomach in and out. Agnisara pranayama, right here. In and out. Abdomen goes in, abdomen goes out. Very nice. And then slowly coming back to center. Take an in breath and an out breath. Again, in breath, out breath. All right, open the legs wide, interlace the fingers. We're gonna come halfway. Arms can lift up, or you can keep them glued to the sit bones. Inhale, slowly finding your way back, walking the feet together, again, finding mountain pose. All right, let's come back to seated, drink a little bit of water. And let's work on the brain gymnastics, like the finger gymnastics, not the brain gymnastics, the finger gymnastics. So we'll start with an easy one, right? Because we have some new people. We'll begin with an easy one. So just open and close and try to switch which one is first. So I'm taking my time doing it, and then I'm going to speed it up. Very good. Begin on the thumb in one hand, on the index, and the pinky on the other side. So you ended up with the one hand is touching the index, the other hand is touching the pinky, and then bring it all the way back. Again, you're touching now the little pinky on one side and the index on the other side. So remember, if you're getting stuck, do one hand, try to get that movement, and then do the other side. It helps sometimes to close the eyes for some reason. Very nice. And then release. Now, one hand's going to touch, make like a 0, and the other one makes the 0 with a pinky. So index and pinky, and then switch index and pinky. Very good. Keep switching. All right. Bring the hands like this. One index finger, one pinky finger. Those are the only fingers that are out. Switch. The other index, the other pinky. Switch. So keep it slow. You could also do just one hand, right? Until you get the hang of it. And then add the second hand once you got it. All right, very good. All right, the hands are gonna come on top here. Get in a rhythm. Then we do one up, one down, and we do it at the same time. Try to get in a rhythm, so it's not one, then the other. As best we can, switch, opposite. Very good. Okay, on the next breath, lift the right hand and the left toes. Left hand, right toes. So you're lifting the opposite foot up a little bit, or rather not the foot, but the toes. Very nice. Okay, on the next breath, we go here. We do this one. Tap with a peace sign, open the hand, tap with a peace sign on the other side. That one's a little easier. So the other hand, I want the fingers grabbing onto the thumb grabbing onto the other fingers. So you want that hand, that's it. All right, make like a little flower in the center. So you open, close. Very good. Open, make like a little ball. Make sure you round, otherwise it's kind of hard to move the fingers. We'll separate one set of fingers at a time. Try not to move the other fingers. So the other fingers are trying to stay as still as possible. Best we can, right? Don't stress too much. Okay, now a little bit more of a rounded ball. We circle one forward, one back. Woo! Try not to move the other fingers. A little bit tricky. I'm like the index, now I'm going thumb. Maybe if I move it here, you'd see it better. Very good. Go like this, nice and tight. We're gonna only try to move one set of fingers at a time. Now, of course, if we have tremors or something like that, it's gonna be a little bit more tricky. So you just do the best you can, even if it's like in your mind you're doing it. That's still beneficial. So one finger only at a time. Ah, I have time when I get to my index finger. So try to only move one pinky, close it, the other pinky. Ah, my index. Very nice. All right, go like this and then catch the fingers. Catch them. Catch, catch. So the hands are like this and they're sliding down and you're just catching. Very nice. And then shake it off, shake it off. All right, let's do this one where we tap in the chest and the belly. And you tap at the same time. Tap. You gotta tap. Touch your chest, touch your abdomen. Okay, once we get in that rhythm, we'll do one hand's gonna be closed. Every time the same hand's gonna close when it touches the abdomen. So if I touch with this one, once it touches the abdomen, it's gonna close. Once it touches the chest, it's gonna open. If you're getting stuck, I need you to stay with one hand. One hand. Do that a couple times, then do the other hand. Whoop, close, open, close, open. And then of course, if we got it, then only the one on the abdomen is closed. The other one has to open. Okay, switch it up. The only one that's opening is the one in the abdomen. The other one's gonna be closed. If you got this without trouble, you need to do counting, where you do 3 in the abdomen close, right? You gotta give it a little challenge. Now the chest. So go slow. The idea is not going fast. The idea is doing it, right? So some people are going to go fast and some people are going to be like, okay, I need to go a little slower. Very good. Touch the knee, touch the shoulder. Knee and shoulder. Where's that knee? The opposite knee. Yeah, opposite knee. And then I can speed it up if it's happening, but I can also keep it slow. All right, hip and shoulder. Keep moving the legs. Hip. Now I'm on the hip, like the front of the hip bone, not the knee. La cadera. Cadera, shoulder, opposite shoulder. Not this shoulder. Yeah, that shoulder. And then switch. If you're getting stuck, then you can't move the legs because that's asking the brain more. So you just stay with moving the hands, but don't move the legs. The legs is the extra. Very nice. Okay, we touch the nose and we cross and we touch the ear. You got to cross the hands. And then touch nose and ear. And then switch nose and ear. Now, if I'm not having any trouble with this, I can do this, walking the legs, and then I can move the head side to side. Oh, dear Lord. So you can always give it like a little bit of a challenge. Okay, touch the ear across, and then the other ear is on the top. Switch from the top. The arm goes from the top, not across, but from the top. Ear, ear, and then if I can do that, then I walk the legs. And then if I can do that, I move the head side to side. Very nice. And then let it go. All right. Rotate a little bit. Let all that go. And then rotate the other direction. All right. Let's find a little twist. Extend one leg. Fold over across with the opposite hand. Can't see me, right? Right here. And then bring the hand into a prayer shape and look up. And then bring it over to the other side. Keep that leg as is. And come back to center. Go across to the other leg with the opposite hand. Now we go the other side, just touching the hand and the leg. Now the hands are not in prayer. I know I'm changing it up for you a little bit today, just because, right, we got to challenge a little bit. Okay, we twist towards that leg, the extended one, and then we cross it to the other leg and go up. But we keep the leg as is, so the leg is not doing anything, it's just staying still. Come back to center, extend the first leg. Reach a little lower, maybe to your toes, with the opposite hand. So I have my left leg and my right arm is touching the leg. Again, I'm going to come into a twist, hands into prayer, and then going into the other side. That's it. I got it. Come back. Extend the leg, the other leg. Cross it with the opposite hand. Maybe a little lower to the floor. Come into prayer, look up, and to the other side. Beautiful. That was good. You guys did great. All right. Open up. And then on the next breath, cross the hand to the opposite knee. Keep the other hand on the hip. Twist a little bit over to the back. Come back to center. Again, hand on the hip, hand on the opposite knee. Twist to the back. Come back to center. We go open. We're going to push the leg into the arm and the arm into the leg, reaching one arm up and one arm down. Come back to center. Open the chest. Hold the head. Look up. Release. Go to the other side. Reach all the way up and down. Come back. Open the chest. Lean back. And then come back to center. Find eagle arms. Right? So you're stacking the elbows, one elbow on top of the other. And if the hands meet, fine. If not, that's okay too. So lift the elbow slightly up. If your back's okay, you can let the arms go down. Take a deep breath into your back. Inhale, coming all the way up. Switch the grip of the eagle. Lift the elbows off the chest. Fold whatever's comfortable, a lot or a little bit, it doesn't matter. Beautiful. Come back up and then open. All right, we're going to go right to warrior two. So that means this leg's going to stay bent. This leg is going to stay as straight as I can bring it. My arm's going to stay nice and engaged. And instead of leaning into that front leg, I'm going to do this. And I bring the trunk right over the hips. You see the difference? Don't lean into the arm. Stay back. Very nice. Hold the leg of the chair and reach back, or whatever you can grab in there, the seat of the chair. Reach back. Come into the forearm. Before you settle there, I want you to push away from that forearm and find that nice triangle right here. Reach over and lengthen. We're going to do that series one more time. This time, palms of the hands are facing up. Find that strong warrior in the legs, in the trunk, and reach through the arms. Hold the leg of the chair. Reach back. This one we hold a little bit longer. Push away from the leg. Keep that one line through the trunk and head and reach over. Very nice. Coming back to center. All right, close the legs. Take a moment first. Deep breath in and full breath out. See if your eyes want to close. You want to take a moment of stillness before we continue movement. All right, on the other side. Here we go. Whatever warrior two works for you. This leg is bent, this leg is straight. Palms of the hands down and energize your arms. Again, remember your trunk faces me and your hips face me. Only this knee is facing out. Mhm. Hold the chair, lean all the way back. Come back, come forward and hold. I'm getting sound. I'm going to mute everybody. Again. Remember, please stay muted because otherwise we pick up that sound. Again, coming back to that warrior two. Palms of the hands facing up this time. Lean back. Come back in. This one we hold a little longer. Press the edge of the foot away from the hand. So there's an active movement of up and down with the whole side of the body. Inhale through warrior two. And then we pick up the legs. Roll the shoulders up and back, nice and sticky. So slow movement. And then bring it up and forward. All right, do a gentle head roll. The other direction. All right, coming back to center. Take a breath in. And slowly let the breath out. Pay attention. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. And let the breath be. Just pay attention. Allow the attention to be present in this moment. And every time you notice the thoughts taking the mind away, come back to the breath. All right, on the next breath, opening the legs. So if you have the block, we'll use it next. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can just work with the hands here, right? And you can just kind of take a twist this way instead of with the hands on the block. Now, some of you I know can go and put the hands on the floor. If that's the case, then go deeper into that forward bend. So first we're going to come forward. Again, if I don't have a block, I'm just going to stay right here. And then when I add the twist, then I'll twist that way. So let the head drop if that feels okay for you. Come back and then twist. So that block is right underneath. Again, if I don't have one, I just put the hand here. Come back to center and then onto the other side. Come back to center and walk the hands a little bit farther with a block if you have it, or on the floor if your hands are there. And then slowly coming back. We just do one twist there. And then sitting upright. All right, a little bit more coordination. We'll extend the arms out and the legs out. You're going to be on the heel and the palms of the hands are going to be open. And then you're going to bring the knees to bend. You're going to be on tippy toe when the feet go back and the hands are going to close into a fist as you tap your hip. Open, hands open, toes open. You're on the heel of your foot or your feet. In, out, in, out. Try not to rock into the hip. So keep your belly strong. Okay, we're going to switch it up. Legs out, arms in. Arms out, legs in. Try to see if you can get into a faster rhythm so it becomes cardio. If it's challenging, continue slow. That's always the case. Arms out, both. They're working together again. They're working apart. Legs out, arms in. Arms out, legs in. All right, that's it. Go and rotate. So if you want some water, I forgot to give it to you halfway through, but remember, you can always take water if you need some water before I say so. So just know that. All right, we're gonna sit all the way to the back of the chair. Gonna do a little bit of breathing, a little bit of relaxation, and then a meditation. So we're gonna begin by doing alternate nostril breathing. So taking the right hand, we close the right nostril. We inhale through the left side. Top of the inhale, close the left. Exhale through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. Continue. Once your exhale finishes through the left, release the hand down. Just take a moment. Allow the eyes to close. Do a gentle tense release of the entire body. Curl the toes, lift the shoulders, and on the exhale, relax as much as you can. Again, tense everything, the face, the toes, the shoulders, and relax. And then on the next breath, see if you can allow the space between the eyebrows to soften, the lips to stay slightly apart, and the tongue to drop away from the roof of your mouth. Let the shoulders soften into the back. Relax the chest, the abdomen, the upper back, middle and lower back. Relax through the glutes, the inner thighs, front of the legs, pelvic floor, lower leg, feet. Just allowing for a deep sense of relaxation to take over the body as you let go of the holding, the tightness. And then just finding stillness and silence for a minute or so. Then we'll find our meditation in a moment. Begin to connect along the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Bringing the awareness to the area of the tailbone as we bring our attention to the color red. Visualizing red in all shades of red. As we do this, if your mind wanders, come back and remember what you're supposed to be doing. Bring your attention below the navel, visualizing the color orange, every shade of orange. Maybe thinking of items that are the color orange. Bring the awareness to the navel, solar plexus, visualizing the color yellow, every shade of yellow. Maybe thinking of objects of the color. Allow the attention to shift to the center of the chest, finding the color green, every shade of green. Bring the attention to the hollow area of the throat, visualizing the color blue, every shade of blue. Bring the awareness to the center of the forehead as you look into the distance, visualizing the color indigo, that mix between violet and blue. Bring the awareness to the crown of the head, visualizing the color violet. Notice which of these centers is more active or kind of brings your attention to it. And then whichever it is, just spend some time there. And every time your mind wanders, come back to it. Allow the breath to deepen. Coming back to the body by moving the fingers and toes. Moving the head gently side to side. Slightly up and back. Allow the eyes to open. Just let the eyes land in an object that feels neutral. Bring the hands to heart center. Rub the palms together, create a little bit of heat in the hands. And then take a breath in, reach the arms up and overhead. And we exhale to heart center. Together we say namaste. Namaste. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Gracias. Bye, everybody.